Hey guys, welcome back to Nerdy Ernie Reviews. I'm your host, Nerdy Ernie. And today we're going to be reviewing Tenet, Christopher Nolan's latest blockbuster film. Where to begin with this film? First of all, one thing I feel like I have to say up front is that I've only seen this movie once. I've been reading a lot of things online that people didn't really like it on their first viewing, but on their second viewing, they loved it. I don't know, it feels like this movie requires two viewings, and after seeing it, I can definitely see that. But anyway, I've only seen the movie once, so take that as you will. Anyway, overall, I really enjoyed Tenet. It's a cool ass movie, and honestly, seeing it in a theater was quite the experience. And I can almost guarantee you've never seen a movie like this before. But I do have some issues with the movie. First off, I think Christopher Nolan gets off on confusing his audiences. If your head hurt during Inception, get ready for that ×2 with Tenet. Chris Nolan doesn't have time to baby you through this movie. It is going at a breakneck speed. The pacing is probably the fastest movie I've ever experienced. Now, all Nolan films are really fast paced. Dark Knight, Inception, Interstellar, they're all pretty long movies, but they're all relatively really fast paced, but they all give you time to breathe and get to know the characters more. In each of those movies that I described, we all understand the main characters and their motivations. By the end of the movie, we deeply understand why they're doing what they're doing. And that was the one thing I found lacking with Tenet, an emotional core. I feel like I never got to know the main character in this movie. I never really got to know what motivates him beyond someone always telling him, hey, the world's ending. We need your help. I mean, hell, we never even really find out what his name is. He's just referred to as the protagonist throughout the movie. Because like I said earlier, Christopher Nolan simply has no time in this movie. There's simply no time for any sort of characterization or anything like that. Because the plot is so complex, almost every line in this movie felt like exposition. And for the first hour or so in this movie, it definitely was all exposition, all told at a breakneck speed. I'll give you an example. The dialogue in the first hour of this movie felt a lot like this. Who are you? It's better if you don't know. Okay, don't tell me who you are. Okay, we need you. For what? A top secret mission. How secret? The secretiest secret. Okay, I'm in. What's the mission? Stopping something bad. World War III? Even worse. Sounds bad. What do you need me to do? Go to this place at this time and meet this person and you'll do a thing. What thing? Time inversion. Time inversion? Don't worry about it. I feel like I should worry about it. Ignorance is your ammunition. Huh? Just go. And on it goes like that for pretty much the whole movie. That is, until the action scenes, which are fantastic. Seriously, the way Nolan uses time inversion for action set pieces are pretty amazing. And those are easily the best parts of this movie. But for the first time when it comes to a Nolan film, I felt like the plot was just serving the action rather than the action serving the plot. And what I mean by that is, it feels like the movie is just trying to move things along so we can hurry up and get to the action. It felt like Christopher Nolan thought of this badass idea and these badass action scenes, so he just worked in some filler plot so he could make those action scenes. But as a result, it robbed all those action scenes of any emotional stake. I never really cared all that much for the main characters when we were in the action. That is, until the very end of the movie. At the very end of the movie, Nolan leaves things open for a sequel, a TV show. I don't really know. But regardless, the story is left open to continue on a much smaller scale, less world-ending scale and much more intimacy. And there's hints that these characters are going to continue their stories and move forward with much more meaningful relationships. And that's why I kind of hope this movie was really just a launching pad for Christopher Nolan, because ultimately the world he created in Tenet is so awesome. And I think the stories that can potentially come after Tenet will ultimately be the better ones that are told. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and give my rating for Tenet. Here at Nerdy Ernie Reviews, we do a bit of a unique rating system. Instead of a traditional 1 to 5 star, 1 to 10 star rating system, we do a 1 to 6 beer rating system. The more beers it requires to enjoy the movie, the worse the movie is. So I'm gonna give Tenet a 3 beer rating. And the reason for that is I think you're gonna need a little bit of a buzz to just kind of tune out the plot and not try to wrap your head around all the breakneck dialogue and the super complex plot, so you can just enjoy the movie and enjoy the experience. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.